So we have removed the massive warrant overhang, which is essentially was one of the last sins remaining from our SPAC childhood, the way that we started the company.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. Joining me is ACG Metals Chairman and CEO, Artem Volynets. Artem, very good to speak with you this morning. You've announced the completion of your share tender offer. Take us through the process of this and what it's all actually targeted at.
Thank you very much. Great to be back. Thank you, Stuart. What we have done at the end of last week is the final steps on the path to create liquidity in shares and a final step in putting together the base case scenario for ACG Metals. If you may remember, we have started our journey with acquisition of Gediktepe producing mine in Turkey in September of last year. 3 months later, we raised $200 million in bonds to finance expansion brownfield project at Gediktepe. That is well on track and being built as we speak. And then the final bit, as we just done, is simplification of the corporate structure and ease of trading. So for that, we have removed 75% of all warrants outstanding through a combination of share tender and a cash tender for warrants. That was completed on Friday last week. So we have removed the massive warrant overhang, which is essentially was one of the last sins remaining from our SPAC childhood, the way that we started the company. And then the final bit is change of the trading currency in shares from US dollars to sterling, which will make it easier for the local investors here to buy and sell shares. Now, the next step for us is to appoint additional brokers, which we are finalizing this week, and we'll make announcement on that next week to ensure that we reach all the institutional and retail investors and make them aware of our story, which should lead to 4 to 5 times rating as the stock trades up from 0.2 price to net asset value to 0.8 one-time NAV as comparable companies are trading.
And Artem, I suppose doing away with most of those warrants and issuing all those shares will improve liquidity in your stock.
Sure, because it moves the liquidity from warrants into the shares. In fact, the reason we had that many warrants was because the way the special purpose acquisition company or SPAC was structured, and now we're cleaning up that story.
Artem, so you said you're going to be announcing new brokers next week. What else should your investors be looking out for then in the short to medium term?
Continuous construction of the Gediktepe sulfide expansion. And that's something perhaps we should touch base upon next time. That's a key value driver, as well as our continuous efforts on the M&A front.
Artem, I look forward to that next conversation. Thank you very much for the update today.
Thank you.
That's Artem Volynets. He's the CEO and chairman of ACG Metals.